Does a plus b squared equal a squared plus b squared? Most people say yes, because they would just distribute the square and simply get a squared plus b squared. Let's take a look. First, let's look at the a squared plus b squared. If we think of a as the side of this square, then a squared would be the area of the square. If we think of b as the side of this square, then b squared would be the area of this square. So a squared plus b squared would simply be adding together the two areas of this square. Now let's think about a plus b squared. If we take the same two squares and think of a and b as the side of these two squares, then you would have to add together the two sides of the squares and then square it, which would give you the size of this square, a plus b squared, which is obviously bigger than a squared plus b squared. Let's do a little bit of math and think about it another way. If we break a plus b squared into a plus b times a plus b and then factor it out, you get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Well, we know what a squared plus b squared is, the size of these two squares. So what's the 2ab? A times b and b times a. So that's the two missing parts of our equation, and that equals the same square as the a plus b squared. Let's also think about it with numbers. If we said the side of this square is 4, then the area of this square would be 16. The size of this side of this square is 7 inches, so the area of this would be 49 inches. So a squared plus b squared would equal 56. So what would a plus b squared? We have the a squared plus the b squared, then we need the 2ab. So the areas of these would be 4 times 7, and you have 2 of those. So then the total area of all of these added together would be 121, which is obviously not the same as 56. So therefore, we see that a squared plus b squared does not equal a plus b squared.